Yeah. Kulang na kulang. Sorry. Yan. Um, Hello. Welcome for welcome to your TED Talk for your 1 hour talks. Sorry. Um, this is actually wala sa schedule again. Pero sige. Uh, the I would like you guys. I would like to bring something to the plate, guys. So hello again, and for this night, I'll discuss about coordinate system. And you may have encountered this first nung grade 8 kayo. Okay? Grade 8, like second quarter. Before before we get to the questions, di ba? Meron akong sinend na files. I hope uh, Jana and the others have sent it to the other GCs. Okay? So, this is the principal idea of a coordinate system. Ganito. Ganito ang muka. Okay? This is what we call the Cartesian coordinate plane. And tinawag siyang coordinate plane kasi pwede tayong mag-plot ng points. Tapos sasabihin natin na na ang location niya dito sa plane o yung kung saan siya sa plane. This is denoted by x comma y. And how do we know that this is x and which is x and which is y? Yan. Wait. I'll just change this a bit to a comma b. Sorry for the noise ha. Nasa labas lang ako. So A and B. This horizontal line is what we call the x-axis, right? And the vertical line is what we call the y-axis. And we can plot this point. Okay, I'll name this as point P. Okay, so this point P is located at X at a particular value A. Ayan. And it is located in the y-axis at B. Okay? Uh, and let us elucidate the parts. Okay, since this is a review, uh, this intersection between wait, sorry. So we have our x-axis and we have our y-axis. There you go. And P of and the point P with coordinates A comma B is what we call the point P. Okay? Wait. Sulat ko lang. Yan. Point P with coordinates A comma B. So A comma B is what we call the coordinate. Kadalasan hindi na magma-matter sa akin what ano ba ang katawagan kay A, ano ba ang katawagan kay B. But since napansin ko naman na some of here are data junkies. Sige. So what we call uh, the term that we associate for A is called the abscissa. Okay? And the term that we associate for B is called the ordinate. But the simpler terms that we can instead replace, okay, kasi di naman siya masyadong, hindi naman ganyan, wala namang sasabihin, the abscissa is 9 and the ordinate is 7. You will see this in the form or what we call as x coordinate. And this is the y coordinate. Okay. For this case, okay, wait a minute. I have, hindi ko pa pala na elucidate further. Because this x-axis or the x and the y-axis represent the plane, define the plane itself. Okay? Sila yung bumubuo ng Cartesian coordinate plane. That's why you have the coordinates, ika nga. Hinahati nila itong plane into 4 regions called quadrants. And what are these quadrants? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is quadrant 1. This is quadrant 2. This is quadrant 3. And then this is quadrant 4. And why do we call this quadrants? I don't know. Okay? But the concept here is that whenever a point, kung ano ang point na malocate natin dito sa loob, that lies in this quadrant, okay, has has a sign of positive, positive. Tapos dito naman, sige na nga, sulat na lang natin. Sa quadrant 2 naman is negative, positive. Quadrant 3, negative, negative. And then quadrant 4, positive, positive. So itong values na ito, so this is, so ito, itong mga values na pataas is positive, okay? Ang mga values na pababa is negative. Ganito din pala sa x. Pag to the right, positive, or to the left, negative. Or it gets smaller pala, yung direction natin. And sa case natin ngayon, hello, someone commented. Okay. Sa case natin, ang point P natin is nasa quadrant 1 because yung A is positive and yung B is also positive. And review lang to So I think you guys know already, meron na kayong spare na idea of what a Cartesian plane is. 'Di ba? Starting from grade katulad niyan 7 to 10. Kasi alam ko sa PSI system merong it starts from 'di ba? It's the fourth quarter ng PSI, yung lines. Sa DepEd, it's grade 8. Okay. And here, ano ba? Parang naligaw na ata ako. We're just illustrating the parts of the Cartesian plane. And also, the point in which the x and the y-axis intersect is called the origin. Okay? Baba ko na lang guys. Okay lang ba? Kami magalit. Yan. O. Ayan. Again, dito nagmi-meet yung x and y axis. And ang coordinates ng origin na to, since dito sila nagmi-meet, is 0, 0. Kumbaga, Genesis, ika nga nila. Kaya nga tayo merong positive, and then merong negative. 'Di ba kapag nag-left, right, up, down, doon nagkakaroon ng values. Okay? Yan. And ano pa ba ang pwede nating malaman? So, one point is a lonely point, sabi nila. So how about we make it two? 'Di ba? I only illustrated how the Cartesian plane works through isang point pa lang. Sige, lagyan natin ng dalawa. So here, so let's have an example. Um, given the given points. Given the points, unahin muna natin si A. Okay? Given the points A 2, 0 and B 3, 0, find their distance. Okay, so mamaya na tayo mag-Desmos. So, imaginein natin, ay sige na nga mag-Desmos na lang tayo. Sorry guys, napaka-indecisive ko ha. Um, there you go. Oops. Yan. So when we say, ito na yung Cartesian plane natin. Meron na tayong values. 1, 2, 1, 2 something. So, ang to the right uh, is positive, is negative. Same goes with the up and down. So let's try, okay? Sana na-download niyo yung file na sinend ko dun sa mga GCs. Dun kayo mag-refer for our examples. So, ang halimbawa meron tayong point A. Meron tayong point A. So, nakikita niyo ba yung point natin? Maliit siya. Point A and point B. Kita ba ang point, guys? Or you can zoom naman. Ayan. Yes. Positive, negative, yung coordinates ng point. Ito, yung may gumagalaw ba na cursor? Sige. Dagdagan nga natin para mas malinaw. So, ito ang quadrant 4 yung may positive, negative. So, ito, -1. So, yung blue na point na yan, nasa fourth quadrant siya. Ang coordinates niya ay 3, -1. Positive, negative. Okay? Gets? Yung both positive na wait, saang part ng discussion natin? Yung quadrant 4, both positive? You mean? Hindi. Quadrant 1 is always the positive, positive. It
Yung
is
sa
written
power.
in counter.
Yung pong nakasulat.
Anong PowerPoint?
Yung sinulat nyo po kanina, positive parehas.
Gets. Sorry. Sige. Positive, negative pala yan. Sorry. Ayan lang. Ah, ah, Chinange ko na dito ha, pero naka-Desmos pa din tayo. Chinange ko na sa OneNote ko. Ma'am, balikan na lang natin yun. So dito muna tayo sa, we have our points A and B, and their coordinates are 2, 0 and 3, 0. The question is, find their distance. Since ang focus natin is horizontal and vertical ha, meaning to say, um, madali lang ang paghanap ng distance. Kasi dahil, 'di ba, 2 2 minus 3, ay hindi, 3 minus 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ganun lang yung mga pagbilang na gagawin natin. Wala tayong mga square root na natutunan natin ng grade 10. Okay? So let's start muna from here. So 3 minus 2 yung distance niya, kumbaga. And, okay, how about for part B? So we have P, P2 comma negative 3. Oops, nakikita ba? Ayan. 2 comma negative 3 and 2 comma 4. Bale guys, yung pinakita ko pala kanina, that's an example of, um, wait, why are there letters? And sorry. Bale guys, yung pinakita ko kanina is an example of a horizontal segment. Horizontal distance pala. Kasi x-axis lang yung gagamitin natin para malaman kung ano yung distance. Okay? Tapos dito naman, ang distance natin is vertical. Kasi parallel siya sa y-axis. And in this case, ang coordinates, ang parehas na coordinates dito is 2. And yung magkaiba is negative 3 and 4. So magkaiba ng y coordinates. And then that means we have, 4 minus negative 3. Di ba ganun naman yung distance natin, yung formula. Uh, ang 4 minus negative 3 is 7 units. So 7 units ang haba niya. Okay? So, with that in mind, let's go back to the OneNote. Yan. So let's give this a more conceptual touch. So this is the x-axis, 2, 3. And you have this points A, B. A, B. And you connect this, yan. So you have AB. So the distance between AB, what I'm referring to kanina is 3, absolute value of 3 minus 2 equals 1. Unit. Okay? Pwede namang 1 lang. Or, pero ito yung mas kompleto. Kung isusulat natin siya in units. Okay? 1 unit. And you have this question, Kuya Kurt, bakit merong absolute value? Kasi, the absolute value, if naaalala nyo sa geometry or na-discuss man, it tells the distance. Nakadesenyo siya para maghanap ng distance between segments. So, ibig sabihin, kung dahil meron tayong presence of absolute value, hinahanap natin yung sukat. Kaya nga sabi ng mga teacher natin, ang absolute value, it cannot be negative. It is never negative. It can be zero. Uh, it can be zero, yes. But negative, no. Q. Hindi ko na isusulat yung coordinates, guys, ha. Nakasulat naman siya dun sa ano natin, sa taas. Now, for another example, we have 4, and then we have negative 3. So, sige, mamaya na yung absolute value. So, try natin siyang bilangin in this way. So, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, this means that line segment PQ or their distance is equals to 7 units. Or if we're going to go back sa formula natin for the absolute value, we have 4 minus negative 3 equals 7. Actually, the absolute value is fun because with the absolute value, we can also say na their distances is also 3 and negative 3 minus 4. And this still gives us 7 units. So, di ba, kahit pagbalik-balik ta rin man natin yung points, ganun pa din yung sukat niya. Kasi nga, again, the point of having this notation is to find the distance between something. Okay? Nagets ba ang paghanap ng distance? And that works, itong formula na to, that works if the x or y coordinates are equal. And okay. Hindi ko kaya tong isulat. Sorry guys. So, mag-desmos tayo. Oops. There you go. Okay. So, let's have number 2. Plot the points A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay. Sige, para as recap natin, ilikayan nga natin yung points. Guys, paano natin to tatanggalin yung value ng numbers? Oops. Ay, hindi pala pwede. Guide pala siya. Sorry. Okay. So, 3, 4, 7, C, D, E, F, G, H. Sige. So, kung nakatingin kayo sa document ko na nasa Drive, let's answer the following questions. So, sige. Which of these above points are in the first quadrant? Sige. Sino yung nasa first quadrant? Tandaan ang quadrants ha? Pa-counterclockwise. Anong name? Give me the name na lang. Yan, point E. Nice. Sa second quadrant, ano naman? Ano yung mga points? Okay. So I saw HB, merong HBF. Actually, 2 points lang ang nasa second quadrant. Okay. Lahat ng points na nasa x-axis as well as nasa y-axis are not included, neither belong to any quadrant. They belong to the line. To the line, yes. Kasi quadrant is a region. Okay? Quadrant is a region that strictly doesn't include the points on the axis. Kasi 'di ba, magkakaroon tayo ng confusion kasi. Kasi ibig sabihin yan, kung si F nasa second quadrant, si F nasa third quadrant din. Ganun yung reasoning. Pero math hates that. Okay? So, what we do is to distinguish the quadrants from the axis. Gets? And sige, fourth quadrant. Sige nga, let's try again kung na-apply ba yung sinabi ko. Ano ang points na nasa fourth quadrant? You can already see it in the presentation. Yan. So, that's a again, si G ay nasa y-axis. And is not it's neither fourth or third quadrant. And also, Kuya Kurt, as paano naman yung origin? 'Di ba nasa x-axis siya or nasa y-axis? Ganon. Um, Yun yung special case natin. It's included in both x and y axis. That's for the origin. And tapos na tayo there. And okay, sige nga. Alam kong na nga, nasagot na natin eh. Ang points na nasa x-axis ay point F, right? And the points na nasa y-axis is G. And okay. So kagaya ng first question natin kanina, 'di ba naghanap tayo ng distance? So ngayon, imbis na distance, yung line segment na lang muna para mas madali, titingin-tingin na lang tayo. So ano yung line segment na parallel sa x-axis? Okay. Via the Desmos. Ano yung line segment na pwede nating ma-form out of these points? Yung parallel. Parallel, ibig sabihin, hindi magmi-meet. Okay? Or sige, kung hindi niyo ma-comprehend kung ano yung um, ibig ko sabihin, horizontal line segment. Yan. Nice. Tama. Nice one, Mika. So, H and B. Pwede din daw ang D and A. Okay. Nice. Meron pa ba? Yes, pwede. D and A. We have line segments H and B, HB or BH or AD. And how about yung sa y-axis? Ganun lang siya, guys.
You
Chill.
ocean me. I'm
Okay.
walking to
D
you.
and A. Sige, let's go back sa OneNote natin. Mhm. Yan. So just so we could have the answers for these para ma-share ko din sa inyo mamaya. Okay lang, no? Um, the points that lie in the first quadrant are points. Uh, is the point E, right? Iba. Yes, point E. And for the second quadrant, we have HB. Okay? HB. Fourth quadrant, we have AC. Ah, wait. Tama ba? AC, yes. So the points that lie on the x-axis is F. And the ones that lie on the y-axis is G. Dito, nahanap natin yung segment na BH, okay? BH and then AD. And then here, we have segment AE. And let's have another question again. So, I think kaya ko na tong i-drawing. Yay! Sa totoo lang guys, I don't recommend myself writing here. Kasi lalo na kapag slant yung line, syempre, nakaka-frustrate. Tapos, may perfection issues pa tayo. Like, Kuya Kurt, napaka-slant nung line. Yan. Okay. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four. Okay. So, points A. Magbase na lang kayo guys ha sa hindi ko nasusulatan ng numbers para hindi masyadong magulo. So A, we have from B, B, you have C, and D. Okay. So sige. Kapag kinonect natin to guys, anong ma-form natin? Anong shape? What specific shape? Because it tells about which quadrilateral. Okay. Feel ko may sumagot na. The shape is rectangle. Tama kayo, guys. And okay. Determine. Okay. Tapos na tayo sa letter A. So what's the answer for B? Yan. Na-drawing na natin yung rectangle. Sige nga, ano ang B natin? 3, 4. Kayo, guys, sa tingin nyo, is it inside or outside? Outside daw, guys. Outside. Sige. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tama. Yan. E di anong area ngayon ng quadrilateral? Okay. Rectangle rather. Sige nga. Kung na-apply, i-apply natin yung natutunan natin kanina. So ano ba ang side lengths muna ng rectangle natin? Seven times 5 daw, guys. Ito ang coordinates natin. Ano ba ang, since meron naman tayong, puro naman siya parallel sa x and y axis, di, ano ba ang sukat ni AB? Sige, unahin natin yun. Sukat ni AB. Sukat ni AB ay, sige, ako na lang. Um, Gamitin na lang natin si AB, okay? Then times BC. So ano ang length nito? Ang length nito ay since yan, so 4 negative 2 minus 4 times BC, we have uh 2 minus negative 2. Yan. Equals negative 6 times 4. Yan. Equals 24. Sumobra ng tig-isa. Sorry, sorry. Ayan. So, ang area ng rectangle natin is 24 because AD equals CD is 6 units and then AD and BC equals 4. And okay. So, we're done with that. And let's have this one. Feel ko lalabas to sa sets. Feel ko yung level of analysis natin dito. The line segment uh, joining E and F is horizontal, and where P is positive, negative rather. If the length of EF is 5 units, find the value of P. Find the numerical value of the coordinates of P and F. Hello. So, since this is horizontal, ano uh, ano sa tingin niyo ay sige sige. So, i-drawing muna natin sila. Horizontal. Ayan. So this has coordinates 2p minus 1, q plus 1, and then p plus 3, 3q minus 1. And this is 5 units, right? So, saan sila nagkakaiba? Ano technically yung magkaiba sa kanila? X coordinate or y coordinate? Again, sa pinag-aralan natin kanina, horizontal lines, ano ang magkaiba? X o yung y? Yan, tama, tama. Ang The correct answer is x coordinate. Okay? And makukuha natin si EF if we do again the absolute value. So that's equals to 2p minus 1 minus p plus 3 equals 5. And we can simplify this to be p minus 4 equals 5. And hey, we can also write this in this way because meron na tayong meron na tayong single equation sa loob ng absolute value. This basically means that p minus 4 is equals to positive negative 5. Bakit? Ganyan. Kasi dalawa ang solutions. Nakita nyo naman kanina, di ba, na pwedeng maging negative. So, nilagyan ko ng negative. P plus 4, P minus 4 equals 5, and then P minus 4 equals negative 5. So, P is equals to 9, and then P is equals to negative 1. Hooray! So, dalawa pala ang values natin kay P. So, P equals negative 1 and then 9. But since ang value natin is, ang value ni P is negative, which is, ba tawag dito? Which is hinted by this one, this inequality. So, ang value natin here is P equals negative 1. And this is our answer. And find the numerical value of the coordinates of V and F. So, meron na tayong value ni P. Ano na lang ang kulang natin? Q. So, since magkaiba lang ang P, ang X coordinates natin, we shall make the values for Q equal. Okay? The Y coordinates rather. Yan. And this linear equation has a solution of what? 1. Yan. Ibig sabihin, pag sinubstitute natin tong 1, okay, 1 plus 1 equals 3 times 1 minus 1. This is what it gives us. 2 equals 2. So meaning to say, our answers here for E and F, okay, wait a minute. So, again, 2P minus 1 equals 2 times negative 1 minus 1 equals negative 3. And then P plus 3 is negative 1 plus 3 equals 2. Ang coordinates natin for E is going to be negative 3. Okay? Siya yung 2P minus 1. Ang Y coordinate is 2. And F will be going to be 2, 2. Okay? 2, 2. Yung Y is 2 ha. Kasi nga, we're talking about horizontal segments. Okay? Yan. So that's our answer. Nagets ba yung 4? Ang point lang dito is yung distances ng lines. Ayan, sana nagets nyo guys. If hindi man, sige na, I'll label everything. So ito ang step 1 natin. Ayan. So sa step 1, sinolve natin yung value ni P. And then step 2, this is what we did. Sinolve natin yung Q. So sa step 3, ito, yung Y coordinate ng points. Kasi nga, naghanap tayo ng numerical value, right? And then, step 4. Pero if it's for me, guys, hindi na ako magse-step-step nito. Depende siya sa kumbaga kay Kuya Kim, weather lang to. Ang mahalaga kasi is naiintindihan mo kung ano yung kung saan siya under. Like, wag mo i-categorize anong topic 'to, lines ba 'to or ang unang thing dapat na pumasok sa inyo is makabisado niyo ano, hindi, ma-gets niyo what is the problem about, okey? Then it follows. Okay. So itong number 5 and number 6 hindi ko na 'to iso-solve ng malala. Pero for the sake of comprehending such an item, we can understand this word, wait. Again. Nagigets ba ang salitang coinciding? What does this mean? Oops. May nagtanong pala, sorry. Um, ang sabi ni Kuya Asher, um, ang horizontal line po in the coordinate of 1, 3 is equal to the process of units in the given. Ano yung difference ng coordinates ng vertical lines in the x and y? Wait, anong number to, Asher? Ay, wala na siya. Sorry, guys. Wala na ba? Sige. Pag nandyan ka, I'm giving you the power to on mic, ha? So, babalik tayo sa coincide. So, when we say coincide, tama yung mga sinabi nyo, happening at the same time, yan. So, meaning to say, these lines are on top of each other. So, kung ito si A, si B naman ay ito din. It definitely covers the point. Gets ba kung bakit? Okay. And the thing that I'm trying to say here is, since they are coinciding, ang ibig sabihin niya, equal yung coordinates nila. So you have this system. So 3a minus 2 equals 5 minus b, and 4b equals 1 minus 3a. And that should do. Okay? Okay? So kayo na ipapasolve ko niyan. Since napag-aralan naman natin ng systems of linear equations, or ayan, para makapag-proceed tayo on the other tawag dito? Lesson or topics under this. And also, for number 6, ito yung mga naka-highlight guys sa sa pink kanina. If nakatingin kayo sa document, ito yung hindi na natin isa-solve para naman hindi ma, para hindi tuluyang mag-hemorrhage sa utak nyo. Sinawa talaga ako sa inyo guys. So, let's have number 6. So, if the ordered pair A, B lies in the second quadrant, then in which quadrant are the following points located? Unahin muna natin, again, sabi niya, meron tayong point na nasa A, B. Ibig sabihin, ano ba to? Dahil nasa second quadrant siya, anong signs nga ulit ng second quadrant? Negative, positive. So meaning to say, uh, A is negative, B is positive. And ito na itself yung magiging clue natin kung paano natin masosolve yung next, yung four questions. Okay? So sige, as an example, I'll use this letter, A. So, positive si B, okay, positive, si A ay negative. Pero dito sa example natin, meron tayong negative kay A, na negative na din siya mismo. So, negative times negative, positive. Meaning to say, this point is in quadrant 1. Okay? And that's pretty much the things that you will need para ma-solve yung other problems natin. B, C, D. Okay? So let's wait lang. Sige nga, bibigyan ko muna kaya ng like 30 seconds na breather. Or sige, I'll entertain questions while someone breathes in and out. Okay. Meron ba about the quadrants in the basic parts of the line? I guess wala. Okay. So let's move on to part 2. And this part 2 is pretty basic in a sense. Ang ang pag-aaralan ng ah wait, what's that? Ang aralan natin dito is oops, and so in this part of our discussion, we will study how from points we can develop a graph. Okay? So point, and let's start with this very first example here. So suppose that we have a table showing the height in decimeters of a stack medium-sized moving boxes. What is the height of a stack of 14 boxes? Syempre, malalaman naman na natin yan. Sige. So kung sa lahat ng mga, magagaling talaga, sige, ang answer dito is um, 31.5. But let's make sense with that 31.5. And by that, I'll be transferring again to another window. Okay. Kanina, we have this point, di ba? ah, gawin na lang natin ganito pala para mas madali siyang i-visualize. Ayan. So we have there, meron tayong boxes, 2. And then we have 4.5. And then meron tayong 3, then 6.75. Meron tayong 4, 9. Oops, wala. 5, and then 7, 15.75. So kung mapapansin natin, okay, na that our graph, uh, for the points here at least, follow a linear trend. And you know where this is going to, right? Pero sige, because we had a table, we can now predict, like from this smaller pieces of data we have, we can deduce, okay, even for 14 boxes. And for also the numbers that are higher than 14. And if uh if you're if if you're guessing that we are if these lines, these points follow the equation y equals to 2.25x, then that's absolutely right. Diba? Natamaan yung 5 points natin. And then, ano ba ang value kapag x equals 14? Okay? Um, so let's say we have 14, 14, f of 14. Ayan. Yun, function na pala siya. Yan. Yan. Ba? 31.5. Everything here follows this equation. So what you see here, this term f of x is what we call, is the famous notation for a function. And a function is a type of relation na mayroong, na kapag vertical line test natin, isang point lang siya magpa-pass through. And I'm not going to formalize what a function is because that's already beyond the discussion of the coordinate system. But at least you get, okay, you get that from the given data of two uh from the given data of these 5 points, di ba? The boxes in the height. Pwede tayong makabuo ng function. And that function should describe all the possible, or what could have been values na pwede nating uh, ilagay or i-plug in. A form of simulation that we can do per se. Gets ba? And okay, so that's the essence of functions, because if you plug in 2, then you will get 4.5, and that is true as well for the other values. Okay, but just to give you a challenge, do we if we're going to talk about um this problem, how many points should have been given at least? Kasi I personally feel na ang dami-daming points kapag ang dami-daming points nun, nung 5 points para lang sa line na yan. So, ang tanong ko sa inyo is, gaano, ah, kung babawasan natin yung points, 'di ba? Babawasan natin 'to, nilalaman pa din natin yung function, 2.25x pa din. So, ang tanong ko sa inyo is that, eto, babalik tayo sa OneNote natin. Gising pa ba kayo, guys?
Tulog na.
Eh, ayan. So, if we are given the chance, ilan yung pwede nating tanggalin dito? Ilang values or data at max? Ilan lang ba ang kailangan natin para malaman na, uy, 2.25x pala 'to, times lang pala siya sa 2.25. Ilang points ang kailangan natin? Minimum number. Okay, 2. Wow, okay. And I think you're quite correct naman. See, but there is actually a debate for this. This is either 2 or 3. But for the sake of simplicity, gawin na lang natin 2. So, 2 points. Diba? Kasi parang iisa-isa lang naman iisa lang yung height ng box, di ba? So, 2 points. So, kahit tanggalin ko to, yan, makukuha ko pa din yung sagot. And actually, it doesn't matter kung ano yung tatanggalin ko. Pwedeng ito. And I can do that actually in 10 ways. But I'm not listing them all. Okay? So, we need at least 2 points. And okay, since nasabi niyo naman na 2 points is enough, yun na actually, this is a snippet actually sa i-discuss ko mamaya, which is we're going into the territory of equation of the line. But before we proceed to the equation of the lines themselves, uh, let's answer this question number 2. Okay? Again, nasa Instagram or nasa Messenger ito. A blank CD can hold 80 minutes of music. You have n minutes of music to burn onto the CD. And what expression models the amount of time T left on the CD? I personally think na kayang-kaya niyo ito. Just look at liter how literally we can take this problem. Sige, anong sagot niyo for here? Sige, sulat muna natin yung variables. Oh, ang sabi kasi 80 capacity ng CD. Hindi to line segment CD blank CD. Baka nire-relate nyo ito sa nileson natin kanina. No? So, M pala. M minutes of music to burn. and then T. Capacity depth. So ano ang gagawin natin? Pwede tayo mag two ways actually. Pero dahil meron tayong pwede natin itong express in three ways actually. Pero the question has specified us to solve what expression models the amount of time t left on the CPU. We have time t left. Okay, so t equals, sabi ko sa inyo, simple lang to guys. So, hindi natin pahirapan yung sarili natin. Yun. This is 80. Yan yung full pa siya. Wala pa siyang laman. Ngayon, nilagyan na natin siya ng laman. Nabawasan siya ng MES. So, ganito lang yung sagot natin. Okay? Yan. Gets naman ba ang yun? Meron palang nagsagot. Sorry, hindi ko pala nakita kanina. Sorry guys. Um, um, okay. So ito, naka-pink din ito sa sinend ko. So the expression 2 raised to 5 represents the number of cells in a Petri dish after a single cell has gone through several stages of cell division. How many cells are there in the Petri dish after another cell division? Ngayon, paano, ano to? Favorite line ba to? So, depende. Function pa din siya. Katulad ng kanina na f of x. So, sorry, ganyan yung cell natin ha. So, from a single cell, to 32 cells. Kasi yan nakalagay sa problem eh. So, ano mangyayari? Okay. Pwede, guys, if hindi niyo ma-calculate yung mga bagay-bagay, pwede tayo mag-calcu. Sige. Dito, nag-cell division ulit siya. So, ilan na yung cells natin? Yun na lang. Okay. I acknowledge this is cell division, pero it, you, this has nothing to do with your biology. This is still related to the concepts that we are analyzing here. We are looking here at the cells as if